now it wants to work. Welcome to the chatter. Let me stop.
No, that would have been that's a good intro. Welcome to the channel. Let's continue. Today we're going to talk about
Technical difficulties and everything else.
no, that's a good intro though. That was good. We was trying to figure out. I'm on a new computer. I'm in a different area. I'm not at home, so little things. But anyway,
Mhm.
welcome to the chatter. Thank you for coming back, our friends and family in our community that listens to us all the time. Thank you so much for being with us.
Mhm.
And we are talking about Blackout
Yeah.
Black Friday.
Yep. Mass blackout.
Mass blackout through what? November 25th to December. Some people say December 2nd, some people say December 5th.
Yep. Bottom
But
line.
and this is boycotting all the big companies uh that tried to I've noticed that they increased their prices and then reduced them
Yeah.
because there's something I normally pay like $5 for and now it's seven something, but it's reduced back to five.
Oh wow. So they give you the $2
So
coupon. Wow.
yeah, but it's still the same price that I normally pay outside of blackout. But anyway, I know a lot of people looking forward for this, but this is our reasoning for talking about this. Well, my reasoning, and I don't know, Karen, you can
Yeah,
agree
mine too.
with, but we need to support small businesses and show them money hits. Okay,
Mhm.
so when all of these people stop with all this garbage, spending money at stores that don't appreciate them, we talked about this before. Spending, um,
Your
you
money
know,
wisely.
right, spending your money wisely, and stop sometimes. And let me just clarify this, because sometimes you have no choice. There's
Mhm.
people at home that don't have, that need delivery from different places. That's a different story. We're not talking about that. We're talking about deliberately going out there and spending on Christmas gifts and this type of stuff, because that will halt them as well.
Yeah.
And we need to show them that our money means something, and money is the only thing
Did they
that
understand?
they're gonna respect.
Yeah.
you know, I know they got a boycott of walking and this, that, and the other, but it happened. It happened with the African Americans when they stopped using
Yeah.
the
Using
public.
in the Montgomery bus boycott. They didn't
Exactly,
use
public
those buses for over a year, you
and
know?
guess what happened? You
Yeah.
know,
They broke the back of the company.
right? Because people respect money.
Yeah.
Regardless of what your color, you can go complain and do whatever you want to do. But the bottom line is, if you don't respect your money, they will not respect it. So please take heed of that. We've also talked about using credit cards, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because you get an interest every month for buying stuff. How much money you spend on your credit cards, you get charged.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, if you was to walk into a store, that store also gets charged for accepting your credit
Credit
card.
card. Yeah. So the credit card company's getting paid twice.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the same thing they say
That's
about
yeah,
taxes.
double dipping.
Double
Yeah.
dip, you know. And a lot of times when you go into your local stores, you get to know these people. I think I've talked about that too. Whereas these people, yeah, come on, I'll give you $2 off, or you're paying cash. A lot of people are
Giving
now,
cash
though,
discounts.
yeah, are giving cash discounts. I noticed
Yep.
that they are
Yep.
giving, because it's cheaper for them. That's when we go into the credit cards. They don't have to pay that interest on that credit card that they're accepting from you, and it's cash money for them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It's like the
so
song
it makes
says, cash rules everything around me.
that's
Hey,
right.
get the money, dollar dollar bill, y'all.
Here,
You know.
y'all.
But seriously, I heard somebody use the expression spend your DEI dollars in your DEI communities. You understand?
Ah.
Let them feel the loss of that money. You
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
the tricky part is, besides using your credet card, the co-founder of PayPal, and who knows about Venmo and Cash App and all the rest of those payment things, he is MAGA. He is a MAGA donator, a MAGA supporter. And so even when you're spending online, when you click that PayPal button, sometimes you're still giving money to somebody that doesn't appreciate your dollars. So that's why we're saying shop local. Saturday, I think it's the 30th, is shop local Saturday, where small businesses are looking for you to come in and give them their support. You know, if you
Mhm.
have it, for me, it's if you have the option of a chain pizzeria and a local pizzeria, I'm going to the local guy.
Yeah,
I
me
don't,
too.
you
Yeah, I've
know,
been doing that anyway. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's simple decisions like that. Um, we recognize times are tight. Whew, times are getting tight.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Everybody. Yep,
for
yep.
everybody, but just do the best you can, and let's stop supporting these billionaires that don't care about us. For 1 week, that's all we're asking. 1 week. If you could do
Right.
a couple of
Maybe to
days with
halt
it.
the economy, you know,
Yeah.
halt the economy for a minute. They're doing it. They
Yeah,
doing it
make Black
anyway. They're
Friday
doing
into Red Friday. Put them in the red. Make
yeah,
Cyber Monday, Ghost Monday, because people aren't buying or what have you, like they expect us to. And the other thing is, how can you fire people and then expect them to support your economy?
right,
The government has laid off so many people, and other businesses are laying off so many people, and the conglomerate Amazon is laying off 60,000 people.
right,
So
right,
why should we support them? These are people. Amazon is one of the companies where their workers are on food stamps because the CEO salary is just so high.
right,
I don't
right.
mean to get heated about it, but
Well, that's what we need to do sometimes.
yeah,
Definitely.
Walmart people, they're on food stamps, and that's a huge company. So it's come down to, I hate to say us and them, but it's really coming down to us and them. And I'm sorry,
Exactly.
I'm looking out for us, as
Well,
best I
yeah,
can.
that's what we got to start doing right now
Yeah.
because they're definitely not looking out for us.
No, no, they have shown that the whole fiasco with not feeding hungry people with money that was set aside for them, that's just cruelty. And I'm tired of what do they call them, the barons or whatever, the robber baron class. That's what they are,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna shut up.
No, please, no. I mean, I'm listening too, but I just want to mention, I mean, there are some circumstances that you have to do things like you mentioned the credit card. Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah,
of stuff that you now that they force you to do online, and you
yeah,
need some kind of card. And
yeah.
other times too, like I said, as far as food delivery, if you can't get out, that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some things you cannot avoid, but like you had mentioned before, Kay, as far as going to a local pizza versus a pizza chain, going
Yeah.
to,
A
go
local
to
restaurant
a
versus
local
a
restaurant,
national chain.
going to a shopping there's plenty of small shopping places that you can go to that's
Mm-hmm.
not conglomerate. I can
Mm-hmm.
feel, but I'm not really sure. I don't want to put no names out there because I'm not really sure. But
But
you
but
know your
also,
neighborhood,
yeah,
and you know what you can and cannot do.
yeah,
Bottom
and if you happen to be trapped inside, we're not saying don't shop, but I'm saying support a small vendor, support the people on Etsy, you know,
line.
the crafts people. There
Hmm.
are some very talented people that make jewelry, they
Hmm.
make cards, they make just about anything that you might want for a
That's
gift
true.
for
That's true.
somebody, and it's a reasonable price. And
Hmm.
they will work with you, because I just bought off of Etsy, and I had it in my cart, and then boom, the shop owner wants to give you 5% off because it's in my cart.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's
Because
what
they're
we're talking
negotiating
about.
too. They're giving you, they're knowing what's going on, and they're
Yeah,
private owners, so they can do whatever they
yeah,
can to help. The
yeah,
community.
yeah,
That's a great idea, Karen.
yeah. And
But
and we might have to go back to homemade and bartering and all the rest of that stuff to get through this point.
that's never mind.
Hey, I wouldn't mind getting some homemade cake, brownies, whatever.
Well, that's what people use as well.
Yeah,
That's what they
yeah,
do. They put
yeah,
bakery, pastry.
yeah,
Kwanzaa is about that too, right?
yeah,
Giving gifts out.
yeah.
So.
We're just going back to being natural, going back to our roots.
We have to. We
Yeah,
have to. That's how we learn. That's how we survived, and that's how we're gonna survive.
Yeah.
That's clear. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, all right. Thank you for joining the chatter. We appreciate our comments, please, because we get some really good comments, and
Hmm.
we appreciate your likes. And please help us by subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you so much, and bye bye.
And one last thing, how's it going out
Oh,
there?
we all know.
Take care.
Bye.